Hey, you there. Thank you for watching and welcome to Fortnite Forever. Today I have a 6v6 custom match here on the most amazing Rockstars map generator. So let's go ahead and introduce our teams and our players. We'll start with Team 1 in the north, and then we'll end with Team 2 in the south. Starting off with Team 1's, let's go Eastern player here. We have in Light Oak Tan, it is the Seraphim of Zawirzak. He is a 1700. In Barbie Pink, between these two little pawns here, we have the Cybran of Moore. He is a 1200. And on the northern side of the western pawn there, it is Pie Guy. He's playing as a Cybran as well in Glow in the Dark Green as a 1200 as well. Moving on to the south, almost on the lake there, it is Kinder 5129 playing as a Seraphim. He is in Royal Blue as an 1800. He is the highest rated player on Team 1 and in the game overall. And to his west we have in Pac-Man Yellow is Stefan Foss playing as an Aeon. He is an 1100. And rounding off Team 1 on the western edge of the map, we have in Blood Angel Red, it is Love Me Some Rice. I do love me some rice. He is a Cybran. He is a 1600. So over Team 1 side of the map, they have 0 UEF, 3 Cybrans, 1 Aeon, and then 2 Seraphim. So again, lacking the UEF faction for Team 1. Moving on to Team 2's, let's go eastern side first. We have in Imperial Gray, it is the UEF of Plum. He is a 1500. In the best color of the world, it is Forest Green, Cybran player of First One to Die. We'll see if he's the first one to die or not. He's playing as a Cybran. He is a 1000 rated. And in the middle roughly for Team 2, it is Vaswam playing as a UEF in Chevy Crimson as Team 2's highest rated player as a 1700. In orange color, orange to his west, we have Mint Alex playing as a Cybran. He is a 1400. And then on the southeast direction, moving in between his base and another player's on Team 2 is Control K playing as an Aeon. He is a 1200. And last but not least for Team 2, we have in Emerald Green, it is Extra Mass Blocker. He's playing as a Seraphim. He is a 1500 again in Emerald Green. So for Team 2 side of the map, they have 2 UEF, 2 Cybran, 1 Aeon, and 1 Seraphim. So every faction is represented on Team 2 side of the map. Team 1 just lacking the UEF faction, but every faction is represented nonetheless. So nobody's missing out on all of the fun. And for these 12 players on the map, let's take a look at their reclaim situation. Currently sitting at, oh, wow. Well, it's not nothing, but it pretty much would be nothing. 100 mass total, which I don't even know where that reclaim is. Is that just trees at this point? I don't even know where that 100 mass. Oh, and it's gone down to 60. Anyway, not really worth talking about the reclaim at least because there's just nothing on the map. But the maxes, I think, make up for it at least a little bit that I've seen just scanning around the map. We'll take a look at Team 2 side of the map this game. There's a quad max position in the east that we see Plum is at. There's another quad max position towards the western edge. And then there's a Trimax position nestled where Mint Alex currently is sitting. There's a lot of one-off mexes. And in the background, that's pretty much a Trimax position right there. And that's pretty much about it. Not a lot of expansion mexes. There's a lot of one-offs, though. Very much so. You can see that illustrated right here. So many of them. So players are going to be probably struggling to keep all of them online, especially with all of the little routes that players can take to either send units or themselves around the map. So there are lots of little avenues that players have to watch out for. So we will try to keep a lookout for all of the action because, of course, it's going to be, I would assume, a crazy one. We do see gun upgrade started for Control K in the south. We have T2 started already have done for Voss. Gun upgrade started for Kinder in the north. And that is it for the gun upgrades as of yet, and upgrades in general. Let's take a look at their comm distribution locations, paths, whatnot. We'll start with the western edge. We have Team 2's Extra versus Team 1's Love Me Some Rice. We have Control K and Team 2's Mint Alex versus Stefan Foss. And then towards the middle, we have a 1v1 between Kinder and Voss. Moving on to the eastern half, it looks like it's going to be Moore versus First One to Die. And then we have Zawirzak versus Plum. The only player that is not moving to the middle of the map in any regard is Team 1's Pie Guy. He might be focused on air facility upgrades. He hasn't building an upgrade just yet. He might be building his mass and power first before he actually starts it. We do see first com action has occurred between Team 1's Love Me Some Rice and Team 2's Extra Mass Blocker. Both of them just nailing each other with their commanders. Again, Extra Mass does have a slight advantage in the hit point count of an additional 1,500. And it looks like the Mantis from Team 1 are driving him away for now. Gun upgrade started for first. Gun upgrade started for Mint. And it looks like almost everybody now has an upgrade, at least of some sort, for Team 2. I think that's 4 out of the 6. 3 out of the 6. 3 out of the 6. No. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 out of 6. I can count. That's Team 1's player. And we do see an upgrade started for Zwarzek in the east. It says Plum, I go air. So it looks like he's going to go for air. Maybe there's a conversation about who's actually going for air, maybe. Possibly, maybe. I mean, we could see maybe Control K go for air because his base is kind of nestled behind a couple of different bases. So we'll see how that ends up going. Oh, I didn't notice there's another Tram Expedition kind of like right here. So there's that. Anyway, stealth upgrade started for Team 2's first one to die towards the eastern half. Gun upgrade almost done for Mint. And looks like the players are being a little cautious. Again, there's a very easy ganking maneuvers just due to the environment on this map. So players being probably a little bit more hesitant how far they push forward. We do see, again, Voss getting a little bit of some PD creep happening. He does have a nice fallback position just in case this one isn't going to work out for him, which it probably won't. It's still within range, roughly, of the ECU at least, so it does give Voss a little bit of gumption to keep pushing forward at least a little bit. Kinder has dropped into the yellow. Voss is still in the green. Those 2,000 additional hit points working for Voss very, very well. Gun range almost down for Stefan Voss. We do see gun started for Love Me Some Rice and getting it up very quickly because of the Mantis support, because of the Cybran unique ability in that regard. We do have gun speed upgrades started here for Team 1's more. It's almost done. We have TAC missile started for Zwarzek. Love to see me a mobile TAC missile. And it looks like saying, hey, you should come this way. There's an attack inbound. It might give Extra Mass some encouragement to go northward, but he's hanging back for a gun upgrade now, so probably not. We still see Kinder getting shot at by just more and more triads for Team 2's Voss. He has to be careful. He pushes in a little bit too much, and he will be the first kill of the game. And on the eastern side of things, we do see more being surrounded by Team 1 Mantis and the Calm of Love as our first one to die. And Moore's dropping hit points pretty quickly. This will probably ensure his death here. And there he goes. Team 1 suffers the first loss of the game's first blood. Goes not first one to die. He actually was the one to cause the first blood of the game. And it is now a 6v5 in favor for Team 2. We do have gun speed almost done here for Zwarzek. Towards the western side, we do see Control K and Mint pushing up against Stefan Voss, who has suffered a decent chunk of health damage. We even see Love Me Some Rice is starting to push in westward. It might encourage, again, like I said, Extra to push in. He's not going to get there in time, but it might maybe help secure a kill or something, so we will see. He notices that. I don't know if Team 2 is aware. Nope, not aware of it. So once they see him, they probably will say, hey, you should come help us. And both of these comms have gun upgrades. One of them has a stealth upgrade. And that Team 1 PD emplacement is not having any sorts of fun this game. We do see Love Me Some Rice again. It's gun stealth versus gun stealth and gun speed / range, with Stefan Voss only have the range part of those two upgrades. Missiles raining in from Zwarzek to kill off some early mexes or exterior mexes. T2 upgrade started here for Kinder. And he has gun online. It's going to give him 2,000 additional hit points to help regen. And then Voss getting more defenses online all the time. So he's really digging in the middle of the map. This probably will be one of the first positions ran over by Team 1, just to get rid of it by any sort of experimentals in the game, of course, just because they don't want to deal with a big bloated middle of the map base like this. Again, there's a couple of avenues to go after it, so I mean there's a lot of opportunities. We do see Extra Mass is now pushing in now that he noticed that Love Me Some Rice is gone. He's going to get some veterancy from this, which he's going to be very happy about. He probably wants to at least excise this position at a bare minimum. It does cut off Love Me Some Rice from retreating westward. Looks like some forces are inbound from Stefan Voss to assist. I mean, he does have gun online. He almost has 1-star vet. It's a little worrisome, but there's a lot of T1s, so he should be fine. He does have some support nearby just in case, but he really wants to get that veterancy, it looks like, on his comm. We do have lots of T1 Fur shooting at these T1 Aeon facilities, and Stefan Foss has dropped into the red, sub 2,500 hit points, and here come the floodgates from Mint Alex, opening up and ripping apart everything in front of them, and Stefan Foss looks like he might be getting out of there. We even see more forces inbound from Love Me Some Rice from the west to try to assist with this retreat. And Stefan Foss does drop up now above 2,500. And he gets back up to, I should say. So he's going to be safe from a control K. Nope, but he's taking some hits from the comm of Mint Alex. He's still barely within range. Overcharge goes out. At least maybe I thought it was an overcharge. Maybe not. And Extra Mass is getting closer and closer. Stefan Foss trying to navigate his forces and the forces of Love Me Some Rice. Love Me Some Rice now getting hit by Mint Alex. Control K coming in to assist as well. Extra Mass getting lots of veterancy from this, almost up to 2. Mint is at almost 2, and Control K is at 2. So lots of veterancy for those Western players. Eastern side, lots of missiles raining in from Zwarzek. He's almost up to 1-star vet. And again, we have First One That Dies starting to roam around that upper plateau section. And Stefan Foss dropping below almost 2,000 hit points. Mint should be within range again. There's a lot of hills. It's kind of hard to tell, zooming out. It looks like a flat terrain, but it is not flat at all. So these comms have very annoying impediments in terms of geographical nonsense. And we do see Stefan Foss getting hit by Fur Fire, and Mint just has to go a little bit over that hill, and then he'll have a clear line of sight on the Stefan Foss's commander. And I think Love Me Some Rice is getting out of there. Looks like he's going to be the first one out. Team 2 is still pushing. They could try to, fall back this way and try to curve around, grab that base on the way out. Middle of the map, we have a Kinder, again, still getting hit. Missile is on board. Looks like Voss might be outgunned at least a little bit. He has more PD back here, but the frontline ones are gone. I do want to keep track of that because Kinder is losing some hit points decently quickly. And it's not looking great. Lots of TMD. Kinder still getting hit just incredibly quickly here, though. We have a Rhino. That's gone from Voss. He gets veterancy for that. He's going to be very happy about that. That's for sure. Mint's getting hit by some hoplites. Looks like Stefan Foss still is alive. 2,000 hit points. Still alive, though. Voss taking some shots for his PD emplacements. Missile inbound. Misses, it looks like. But nice attempt nonetheless. It actually maybe could have been shot by that TMD, but at a bare minimum, it did miss nonetheless. Whaler is over top here for Team 1. So T3 Air is online, at least for one player. There's some flak nearby. Not going to be enough to really deal with that T3 gunship, but hey, at least it's something. Mint falls into the yellow. He's almost at 3-star vet, 2-star vet, and 2-star vet for the other two players for Team 2. Kinder now losing some frontline facilities. He pretty much has nothing to fall back to. Bombers over the top going after the mobile missile launchers. I'm not even going to attempt to say that name. And then over in the east, we have First One to Die inbound Zwarzek getting hit by those hoplite missiles. PD will be built here very quickly. TMD is being targeted. First One to Die is inbound. We have an Otham underneath some T3 mobile shielding, so that's going to protect that Otham quite nice. And that western side looks like it's pretty much died down. I mean, again, Stefan Foss has fallen back. He's back into the yellow. He's definitely probably glad about that. In the middle of the map, Kinder's still trying to push, but again, he has missile. He probably should go for if he's going to be this aggressive, he probably should just go for nano and be done with it. I don't know why he hasn't gone for that. He went for missile, and it looked like maybe it worked a little bit, but there's a decent amount of TMD here now, so I don't really think that's going to work. We need to go T3 quick. We're losing because my opponent went T3 air. Ours went land. T3 land, of course, is online. T3 land is online. T2 land. T3 air back here, of course. Team 1, we have T3 air here and T3 air here. And is that it for T3 air? Yeah, it's just land all day for the other players on Team 1. Again, it's gun stealth. I was going to say missile because there's a missile flying overhead. Facility's going to get hit and is destroyed. Nice grab there from Zwarzek. He's at 4-star vet. Well, First One to Die is on 3-star vet. It's just going to favor Team 1. Again, there's a sniper bot there as well. He's luring him into a trap. Ooh, he's going to probably push too far forward and then get wiped out in one fell swoop. There's an Otham or a couple of them. Okay, first one that I does fall back. Falls into the yellow. Falls into the red. I think that sniper bot encouraged him to leave. We have more forces inbound from Team 1, Bricks and Othams. Now this should be enough to crack this position. The Calm himself couldn't do it, and he still not looking good. He's fallen below 1,500 hit points. Oof, that's probably not a fun time for him. He probably has a lot less, technically, when he maybe went up against this base again. We do see Voss has fallen back considerably. Looks like Transport dropped him off to get him that quickly over there. And the middle of the map has been eliminated. First one tonight is killed off by Zawirzek by some Othams. I knew it. I knew I was going to miss it. And then I was like, I got distracted by something else. And then he gets killed off. You know, first one that I was, looks like he was falling back, and it looks like he walked right back into range of some Othams, and maybe the sniper bot also helped with that, and that was the end of that. Team 2 now is at 5 players left. Same with Team 1. Interceptors being cleaned up by ASFs and interceptors from Team 2. Gun upgrade almost done for Voss. It's going to help a little bit, to be honest, but there's a lot of T3 forces inbound, and one gun comm with T2 is probably not going to be enough. We have forces inbound from the west from Mint to assist. One Otham is dead immediately, and if everything from Team 1 focuses on the comm, they might kill him off. With a second overcharge already out, I don't know. Well, we see they're moving eastward, going after the comm. The engineers are going down. Overcharge kills off a brick. That's more veterancy for Voss. I think he needs maybe one more. He might get veterancy for... No, he needs... Oh, that's incredibly close. He just needs literally one more kill from something. But he's going to die by... Oh, he gets veterancy, but no, it's not enough. And there he goes. Team 1 is now in the lead for comms left alive at 5v4. Not even at 20 minutes on the clock yet. Not even 20 minutes on the clock, and a laser has been spotted. Lummy Surprise going for the all-powerful laser for the Cybern faction. Advanced range started for Stefan Foss here to the north. He still doesn't have speed on board. He might go intelligence at that point this late in the game. Maybe he might go speed. But Mint Alex receives everything from Voss. And not really a lot of defenders online here. There's one Ravager and one Percy, it looks like. And the Percy's helping out a decent amount. The Othams and Ilshis and Bricks are focused on the eco, so it's giving a little bit more time to get defenses online. Team 1 PD spammed up. There's still that triad firing on that, eastern edge of the screen there. And 2 more units to deal with. The Percy is finally defeated again. Definitely, sorry, 3 forces. I forgot about this one. Here's some Harbingers inbound. That should be more than enough to clean the rest of this up, but Team 2 has taken a hit significantly in terms of the comm department. And in terms of eco, it's barely in the lead for Team 2. But with 2 air players for Team 1, the longer the game goes, the better it might be for Team 1. Because if Team 1 can lock down their main bases and maybe even a little bit further past that, they can just build a huge air grid, build artillery, build game enders, whatever the case they want to build. Team 2, it's 5 players in land, so they have to push in on land a little bit more than Team 1 does. They have advantages and slight advantages and disadvantages and whatnot. I will note that the T2 air facility will soon become a T3 one for extra mass blockers, so maybe 2 air players actually for Team 2. But look at how far Team 1's Wiresec. He hasn't taken the quad mix position yet, but he's pushed in significantly to Team 2's territory. Plum has gun online and T1 or 1-star veterans. I keep saying T1. It's just a habit of saying T1, T2, T3, T4 a lot. Missile inbound from Kinder's comm. He's back up to full HP. He recovered very quickly. Wow. He's up to 5-star vet. He probably got some veterancy that probably helped him regen pretty quickly. Forces from Stefan Foss pushing in. It's not really going to do anything. There's Harbingers here. There's the comm of Control K here. Yeah, there's an Obsidian too, which I love to see, but the firepower in that magnitude is not enough. Eastern side Othams is charging into the base, and now we have Plum going to walk out. There is a sniper bot or 2 mixed in this. That pretty much is what got the first one to die. And now we see one random Otham over here. Nice little flank maneuver there. Plum is dealt with most of the Othams now. Now he has to deal with the T1 units and, of course, the sniper bot. That's right there, and it's gone. Plum backs up. Triad's focusing on the T3 units. T2 Mex is heavily damaged. Autumn is annihilated by a nice little overcharge, and that force is dead for Team 1. So nice defensive hold is not looking great. Another attack of that magnitude probably won't get taken out so quickly, but looks like Plum is reclaiming immediately. He's probably going to rebuild. Missile inbound for that T2 Mex. Oh, the T2 Mex doesn't survive. That's unfortunate. Team 1 starting to push in the middle now. And Team 2, and there's a little bit of outcropping here for them, but, I mean, it's an easy cleanup. I mean, Team 1, so Love Me Some Rice, could just go that way and kill that off himself. Laser, of course, is online. Gun and Nano. Hopefully I see his stealth upgrades, because he will be targeted pretty quickly by Team 2. Once they know about the laser. Looks like base transferred over to Plum, it looks like. I think that was the first one to die is base, yeah, so it's just because he's right next to it, maybe. And Harminger's pushing back the T1 engineers for reclaim purposes. Brick's starting to amass here. It's about a wall section or so. There's about a host or so of Harmingers for Team 2. Nothing else in terms of side orders or charges for either team that I have noticed. We do see some Harmingers over here pushing in, again, into these T1 facilities that, I mean, Team 2 is going to get hit on multiple sides now. APM is going to be definitely a factor as the game progresses. If Team 1 can score maybe another kill, drop it to a 5v3, that is a huge amount of APM to be ahead. And Harminger's continuing to push and push and push. They need to get these other ones inbound to assist, because the Bricks are actually in the better situation because they're fighting a smaller group of forces consistently versus one group of force all at once. Laser Comms has extra, so he's been noticed. And at 22 minutes on the clock, let's take a look at their EQ situation. Team 1 slightly in the lead. I mean, that's partially just because of the map control at 1.1 to 1 K mass per second. Team 2 leaders in that. Looks like it's extra mass at 320 and then Plum at almost 300. Team 1, it's Wiresec at 350. He's on single base, but again, he's done a huge work in pushing into Team 2's territory, so it does net him a little bit more eco. And then Pie Guy is at 240 as the second runner-up. Or not second runner-up, just the runner-up for Team 1 in terms of mass per second. Laser Comm keeps being pointed out by Extra Mass Blocker. There he is. And, I mean, Harbingers are inbound. Again, Let Me Some Rice. I mean, he's drawing a lot of the attention away. T3 land facilities are being eliminated for Mint. Mint is inbound. Looks like Extra Mass is like back up, and he's like, okay, fine. Looks like he didn't want him to die, and I don't blame him, because losing another play would, be unfortunate right now. And he's going to give him lots of mass kill. The overcharge kills off 2 units very quickly. Harbinger's inbound to protect the comms retreat. And these forces are dead for Team 2's Control K. They're not getting anywhere near that comm. They'll kill off the bodyguard Harbingers, but that's really about it. Now that's a different story. That's going to get close enough to kill off the comm. It will take significant damage on the way out, but it will definitely kill off the comm. Gunships over the top for Team 2. They are broadswords. Best air-to-ground weapon. It looks like they were targeting the comm, and they get slaughtered. And then Team 1's ASFs absolutely get slaughtered as well. So not really a lot of gunships for Team 2, but no, there's something left over. Not as much as they had lost air. Nice call out there by Love Me Some Rice. He saw it happen. Gunships are inbound. Again, guess what they're targeting? It's going to take a little bit. Again, he has nano, so it's 100 hit points a second regen plus 20,000 total hit points. There's 4 gunships over the top of him. He's dropping, again, decently quick, but... Oh, he just Control Ks underneath the ASFs from Team 2, and he would have survived for a little while longer. Maybe they could have saved him, but... And that is it. Team 2 did lose some ASFs in that engagement, to be fair, but maybe he felt like it wasn't going to matter anyways. Wanted to take as many units with him as possible and stuck with that. So, I mean, I got to give that to Love Me Some Rice. He took the sacrifice. Hopefully it plays off, but now it is a tied game once again at 4v4. I kind of might call that a kill for Plum just because having the ASFs over top and the gunships shooting at him kind of was the encouragement. So... maybe. I don't know. Let me know if I should count. We should quote unquote count that for Plum. I think we should. That's my opinion on it. T2 mass PD being built, and Bricks just running along the edge there. Is there any Percy's? Oh, that's right. Team 1 doesn't have Percy's. That's right, because they don't have any UEF players. Chicken moving in on the western side. This base is dead. It might make a play for the air grid up there. It's going to be a long walk, but he might make it. There is a pathway, decently easy pathway to get there, just a slight curve in that little walkway up a plateau section there. Harbingers pushing into the middle of the map. They're kind of getting sandwiched by bricks and Othams. But they're doing a decent job. Do they not have shields? Oh, you do not have shields online. Do you not have... Oh, that actually nullifies about 1,000 hit points per unit. That's not great. He's still pushing in. He's still doing damage, but... I mean, he could survive... Get those units to survive just a little bit longer. We have Team 1 of those. Yep, Zooey inbound. Facilities being wiped out. Mechs almost got killed off in that little raid. Chicken continuing to push. I mean, you might as well make the play for the air grid. Do they know about it? They do not know about it. That is unfortunate because that'd be a nice grab. And that chicken is pretty much just full HP. I mean, the paint has been scuffed, but that's it. Oh, is that artillery? Looks like that's artillery. One of them hits. Yeah, and you need to go that way. You definitely need to go north. I mean, that's probably the better option. If Team 2 doesn't notice that and they don't go for it, that'd be very, very unfortunate. Monkey Lord online for Team 2's Mint. And I would assume a chicken is under construction somewhere for Zwirezack, I would imagine. No? Looks like he has some reclaim opportunities. I guess attacks from Team 2. Yeah, it looks like boom, 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 boom. And air grid expansion for Pie Guy. Here comes that chicken. GC is being built. It's going to take a little while to get there. We have some T2 PD trying to be spammed up as quickly as possible. We have some ASFs just shadowing the ground forces. And it's not looking good for Team 1's air grid over here to the west. Once belonging to Love Me Some Rice. Again, at this point, all the chicken has to do is just get to maybe here, and the air grid is considered dead. And at this point, I don't think he's going to get just to there. Pigeon goes down. You got to keep walking that chicken. Always keep walking the chicken. Always watching. Except in this case, always walking. Oh, that pigeon's going to go down. That pigeon's going to go down. Oh, there goes the T3 air headquarters. Might as well walk into where that GC is being built and wipe something else out. More mexes are being limited. Actually, you could just keep walking it northward and kill up all the mexes. Forces inbound from Stefan Foss and his commander are inbound to try to again deal with this. The chicken's now on 3-star vets, closing in on 100,000 hit points. Again, it can actually have, you know, not an even 100,000, but actually can have a number that doesn't end in 9, like the GC on the Aeon side of things. Nano repair started here for Zwirezack. He might go for straight advanced nano. We'll see. He is building a chicken now. It'll take him a little bit of time. Looks like, again, Stefan Fuzz hiding right behind the mountain there, kind of shooting over the edge there. Oh, the GC is going to be built in time. Pigeon goes down, blows up a little bit of stuff. Another T3 mix goes down. Another T3 mix about to go down. And there goes the fight between the chicken and the GC connoisseur. It looks like the chicken really wants that other T3 mix. The GC doesn't want to let him have it. T3 land headquarters might be a good grab as well, wiping that out. We have some sniper bots there. Looks like transport with engineers just hanging out there. Probably waiting to grab the chicken wreck is probably what it is. And he's just going to stand there. Kill off anything and everything within range. One base worth of eco is entirely destroyed. So, I mean, it did its goal, and this is just, you know, as much as it can get. Oh, Stefan Foss, he walked too close. Oh, no. Team 1 loses Stefan Foss to extra mass blockers chicken. That was kind of, honestly, just sitting there, to be honest, towards the end there. Looks like the forces from extra mass going to run up the northern edge there, or western edge to the northwest corner, and try to wipe out some more mexes. And looks like another chicken's trying to be intercepted by Team 1. And this one's probably not going to do as much work. There's already forces here behind it. There's ASFs guarding any sort of air presence from Team 2, either gunship or otherwise. Chicken versus 2 monkeys. That monkey is having a very hard time firing. That is super unfortunate for Mint. Oh, I mean, that chicken probably could have died to that monkey lord, at least... you know, not lived as much as longer as it currently has. Oh yeah, it definitely would have died if that monkey lord focused on it, but nope, it dies to the third one anyways. That's reclaim for Team 2. I don't think Team 1's going to be able to get close enough. And that's Iron Storm activates, kills off a Mex. shield, but nothing really too bad on that front line. GC trying to catch up to those forces, and he will, because they're not continuing to be moved, which means they will die. One of them gets vacuumed up. And what else is Team 1 up to at this point? Closing in on 30 minutes on the clock. Air Grid getting some shielding. Love to see that. That's really about it. Team 2 in the background. What are you doing? What you up to? SMD being built. I don't like the line of P-gens. Get at least one, get a shield like there or something that kind of covers all of that. SMD is not loaded, but at least it's built. Air Grid getting more and more expansions on it. Decentralizing that Air Grid. Love to see that. T3 mechs is being upgraded to, at least the remainder of them, it looks like. And it looks like the chicken wreck is probably going to be contested by the other chicken from Team 1. It looks like that is the end of that little frontline facility air PD thingamajig over there that Extra Mass was trying to build. And Team 1 has now some time on that western side to rebuild. Again, they're hurting, economically wise, 1.6 to 1.4. And that chicken does have the better range versus the Monkey Lord, so the chicken will maybe be able to secure that wreck. There's bricks inbound. There's gunships back here. They're starting to amass a little bit for Team 2's Plum. And GC now online in the middle. Kinder has an experimental online as well. It looks like another chicken's online. And obviously there's the GC over there. I do see some hives being built up here. It looks like it's just for spamming up gunships. Quantum Gateway up there, probably for SACU spam. I haven't seen it just yet. Something got shot down, or just Control K. Gunships inbound for the chicken. The chicken taking a decent amount of damage from both the air situation and the ground situation. Lightning tanks coming in to assist. Gunships are going to drop the chicken's hit points to about 50. It's not bad. And I hear, where is it? There it is. Awasa Bomber is online. I can hear that, to the wail of the bomb. There it is. Drops a payload right on that conga line between these forces and maybe another bomb for Team 2. That force from Team 1 is going to be annihilated. 31 minutes on the clock. Let me know down in the comments who you think is going to currently win this game. And if you haven't done so already, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. As always, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. As we watch the ASFs from Team 1's Pie Guy just annihilate that bomber. Make sure the bomber stays within the map. Looks like it will. Just don't crash land on anything important. There it goes. And the gunships for Team 1 were diverted. Looks like the ASFs maybe had an idea of where they're going, but I don't think they see them. Do they have stealth facility? They do have personal radar, so they're able to hide themselves a little bit. Looks like Team 1 activated them. Yep, they can see them now. Com says Stefan Foss talking about Control K. Looks like they have a target in mind. 2 of the other players for Team 2 are in the pond, and then one over there to the east is on the edge of the pond. He might be able to just jump in there, but Control K might not be able to make it in time. Looks like Stefan Foss saying, hey, go this way. Gunship starting to eradicate this upper plateau once again for Team 2. Team 1 still keeping this position and is now reclaimed both monkeys and a chicken, and now going to scoop up that monkey. Lots of reclaim going into Team 1's coffers. It's a little bit favoring Team 1, but honestly, 33 minutes, not that bad of a differential between the two teams. There's nothing realistically favoring one way or the other. It's just slight. It's kind of like 51 to 49. It's like, is that really an advantage? It is, but is it really? Not really. I don't see any big ticket items yet for either team. I'm kind of surprised that no one's going for even just a nuke or regular Team 3 artillery. A little surprised by that. But 33 minutes, somebody's going to start thinking about how to end the game, not just survive it. Fat Boy on the eastern side, that might be a target for those gunships. And it's going to start moving out of range of the AA in nearby. If the gunships go that way, they're going to hit AA, but they're building more and more all the time. They need to go up and then over a little bit. Team 2 is obviously aware of the kind of gunships flying around. Do the ones for the Cyber, they do have personal radar stealth. Oh. For some reason, does every Cyber unit have personal radar stealth? Because I think the bombers do as well. Jeez, they're all activated too for the most part. Oh yeah, they do. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. That's odd, man. I just didn't notice that. Gunships. Oh, no. Don't put them on the ground. Oh, that's unfortunate. That was a happy accident, though. I don't think Team 2 is aware of those gunship locations, though. And there goes those gunships right there. 3 chickens versus 1 fatty. I mean, not going to give it to the chickens, that's for sure. Team 2 does have a decent chunk of gunships hanging out. But the problem is there's ASFs right there, and that the gunships thought about it, and I think the fat boy saw it and went, nuh-uh. Oh, the chicken's gonna get close. Chicken's gonna get close. That chicken is almost dead. It's almost in the yellow. Sorry, almost in the red. Oh, they might make a play for it. Draw out the. Oh no, he's like. He really wants the ASFs to move. And he might use the ground forces as an excuse. There's tons of T2 PD here. They kind of can't shoot over that little hill there, so that's unfortunate. Oh, okay. Here come the gunships from Team 2. Where are the ASFs from Team 1? There they are, right on cue. First chicken is not dead. Now the first chicken is dead. Here comes the air fights. Gunships take a hit. Billy Nuke lands. It looks like he kills off a decent chunk of the land forces at a bare minimum. Fat Boy is dead. Chicken is dead, though. And gunships are still hanging out, which I don't blame them because they don't really need to engage. They could probably help out the ASFs be killed off for Team 2, but hey, at least they're safe at the bare minimum. Chicken's still pushing in. Triad's having a hard time shooting over that hill there. Ooh. And they probably would have killed that chicken off by now, to be honest, if it wasn't for that hill. We have 3 chickens versus 3 GCs. I mean, if the GCs don't get near the chickens will lose that fight. If the chickens do get near the GCs, I think it'll be close, but I do think that eventually the chickens will win. But Harbinger's push in. Autumns are pushing in. 1 chicken is dead. 1 GC is dead. Oh, Ravagers are being built. This chicken's almost dead for Team 1. Another chicken just died. Lots of bricks are still here. And that 3rd chicken is going to die. And that GC will try to get out of range. That monkey is dead. And that chicken is dead as well. Gunships inbound for the front line. They've wiped out a decent chunk of PD already. There's not a lot of AA in the area. ASFs are just dying. Constantly trying to kill off 1 or 2 gunships. AA is being built underneath. Lots of flak. Love to see it. Like to see maybe a little bit of T3 though, to try to focus at least on 1 target at a time. Because again, flak is good for a lot of units that are just sitting there in the air, kind of together. It's an AOE weapon rather than a single fire damage kind of weapon. That's why the SAMs or the T3 AA is nice, because it's more of a directed target versus a AOE target. Don't fly into the flag. That's not good. SMD is going to go down here shortly. There are some ASFs still here. I mean, you could send them in, at least eliminate the gunships. There they go. And again, all you have to do is eliminate the gunships. The ASFs will eventually leave. We have ASFs inbound from the west. We have another air grid here for Team 2 over there. Looks like that's just his backup facility. ASFs are inbound. This will be enough to help assist a decent amount. Looks like they're going to go for the ASFs, not the gunships. Looks like the gunships are going to be focused by the ASFs of Plum. Yeah, they are focusing on the ASFs. It is Siren versus Seraphim. There's any, betting on which one is better in that regard or whatnot. And there go the remainder of the gun. Oh, there's 1 left. There's 1 gunship left. SMD is still not dead. That is a little unfortunate, to be honest, because it should be dead. And there should be a backup one somewhere, to be honest. Oh, look, there's a nuke. It's the Apocalypse nuke launcher, and it's almost loaded. Team 1, are you aware of it? That is the big new. Oh, no, yes, you are aware of it. Sorry. And chicken on the eastern approach. I mean, there's some T1 PDs, but that's not going to stop a chicken. And Team 2 needs defenses online immediately to deal with that. Air grid to the north. Nothing too crazy yet. There is a bomber online for Team 1, but they've just lost a lot of their ASFs. Artillery started here for Kinder, kind of in the middle of Team 1, between there and there. And Chicken just holding position for now. Billy Nuke is inbound. Wow, well placed here from Plum. It's going to run right in front of that force. Did very well predict. Oh, nope, no. Well, more forces being killed off, so that's not helping. But here comes the Billy Nuke. Wipes out a chunk of that force. Kills off the shield. Here comes the Chicken. That was essentially the signal for the Chicken to move in. And Bomber is moving on the eastern side. No shielding here for Team 2's air grid, any of them. That would be a very good bomb right there, trying to wipe out 2 air grids at the same time. And Plum is just sitting there. Chicken still hasn't been spotted. It has been pinged from Team 2, but at that one billion, it's not going to help things. You got to get in the water. That's way too late. Should have started moving sooner. There goes the Bomber. Didn't land where I thought it would. No, it's slightly to the south, but he's going to grab that whole air grid in one fell swoop. Nice grab there. Bomber's inbound. Plum does get in the water somehow. I have no idea how he survived that. And now Bomber's going to get hit by ASFs. There's some stragglers left. Team 1 Bombers being thrown at the Chicken at this point. Bomber maybe going to try to hover. Tried to hover bomb maybe, but I don't think it's going to work. And there it goes. Lands right on top of it. Oh, actually, it misses the hydrocarbon. Actually lands where the comm was kind of sitting. Another air grid is probably going to die. He probably will keep one of them at this rate because the Bombers are reducing the Chicken to ashes. He's going to get some veterancy, though. So that's going to mess with my calculations in my head. But it looks like maybe Reclaim did not happen for the P-Gen. So that's a cascade right there. And what? Why are they going? What's happening? What? Why did they go all the north and all the way back? Well, that air grid's going to die. Never mind. So he's going to lose that one. He might just keep that one at the end of the day. Nuke is loaded. It has not fired yet. Tons of experimentals over there to the west. Another Chicken inbound. Looks like that Chicken finally died over there. There's tons of Reclaim on the map. The map started with 100 mass, at least that we noticed at the time. Mass on the map. Tons of Reclaim. Map's probably over 250 at a bare minimum, if not closing in on 500,000. I don't think Team 1 and Team 2 are reclaiming that fast. I will notice that Team 1 is at 2.7k, though. That is a large amount of eco. And that air grid is dead, too. Team 1's Chicken has wiped out essentially all air grids for Team 2's Plum. That is amazing. Nice grab there from Zwirerzak. Just absolutely annihilated those air grids. And, you know, there's a couple of stragglers left, to be honest, but not like it was. Nuke has been spotted by Team 1. Second Nuke also has been spotted. Maybe. Nope. Has not been spotted. And, oh, the Chicken's going to activate the Ion Storm. That's going to hurt. GC kind of walks right into it. Second Chicken's going to walk right in front of the other Chickens. This Chicken's also going to get a walk. It might get some work done. GC will most likely die, maybe. Those 2 Chickens will get away, though. There's another Chicken here, so that GC will die 100%. Yeah, what is it on the map in terms of Reclaim before I get distracted about something else? Currently sitting at, it's over 300,000. Okay. But it's mostly, look at this. On Team 2's side of the map, pretty much Team 1 has nothing to scoop up there. It's just, you know, the lower half. Partially driven by the air grid and whatnot, but there's a lot of Reclaim to scoop up. Team 2 sitting at 330 and climbing. Team 1 still at 2.8k. Artillery is almost done. I have an idea of what it's going to fire at here shortly. Gunship's over here again for Team 1. We have 2 Chickens versus 2 Chickens. And this Chicken is decently damaged. There's another Chicken inbound. There's just constantly Chickens being built. Can it walk through that? It can. Look at that. Can't walk through that. ASF's come up to clean up some of the gunships. Teleporter starter for Team 2's Mint Alex. He is the only Cybern on Team 2. Pie Guy is also a Cybern, so they have Telemazer on both sides. Mikey Lord is not going to be saved. Oh, 500 hit points. That was super close. But look at the territory on the eastern side. Just absolutely decimated. It's kind of what happened to Love Me Some Rice's base, but very early in the game. Team 2 has dropped eco significantly now. It's 3,000 to 1.4. Let's round it up to 1.5 to give it a 2-to-1 advantage for Team 1. Economically, Team 1's going to run away with it at some point. Nuke is being shot at. Nuke, I mean, you got to fire that thing at some point. You might lose it. Second one is about to be loaded. This one over here is about to be loaded. Going for shielding now. Definitely a smart play. Shield is not even online because he's building the laser. Recall order has been called for Team 2. Team 1, how we look on that side? No orders yet. 3 Monkeyloids inbound. SMD is about to fall. Maybe, possibly, maybe, but I don't think Team 1 has a nuke. There's 4 GCs down the middle. That's a lot of firepower. If they can get this, that would be a huge win for Team 2, grabbing that artillery and being done with it. And 1 Monkey Lord is down. 2 remain. There's another chicken inbound. At least they have to kill 1 Monkey Lord off. It's going to be enough. I don't know. Ravagers are being built. Artillery is hitting where the nuke is. You got to fire the nuke. You have to fire the nuke. Even if it hits an SMD or if it gets shot down by an SMD, at least you fired the nuke. You have to fire. If that blows up, you're dead. That thing is just a powder keg waiting to happen with those E-storages there. And there it goes. Oh, it's so unfortunate. Oh, there's 2 of them loaded in there. None of them got to fire. Unfortunately, got to fire this one at a bare minimum. Oh, that's super unfortunate. The 4 GCs are still alive. Kind of. They're on a collision course. There is a crab going to be built. It actually... Nah, it's going to help kill off these 2. Oh, they're all heavily damaged. Oh, maybe. Nuke is inbound. Where is that nuke? Ah, that's a good place to put that. Oh, but it's too loaded. See, if you fired those 2 nukes... And then at that same location, Zwajik would be dead, but he's not dead because he has SMD. Could have fired it at this just in case, but again, there's 4 GCs, so you would hope that it gets done. You just got to keep walking them. Yeah, target the SMD. Yep. Oh, 2 dead immediately, one after the other. The third one, oh, it's going to be close. The shield's going to fall here shortly. There's the SMD. It is down. There's another one over there. How's the nuke looking? It is not loaded. So, I don't know. Team 1's starting to run over Team 2 at this point. There's a lot of holes over here. A huge just back and forth between Team 1 and Team 2. But the economic, situation for Team 1. Oh, look, there's a nuke over there. And it's loaded. Look at that. It's not favoring Team 2 at this point. I mean, there's a huge gap over here. I like how there's just a bunch of lightning tanks running around down there. Killing off Team 1 engineers. All those engineers are just trying to feed their family. Being mean with lightning down there. Is that retreat order still in it? Nope. Still haven't restarted that. And it's half loaded. I think Team 1's getting in. Is they getting another SMD somewhere? They are not. So that will probably get... So the nuke is there. It could be edge nuked 100%. It definitely could be edge nuked. Just have to, be aware of the limits of the SMD range. And that's if they know about the SMD. I'm talking about it as if they know. They don't know about it. Oh, they're going to know about it now. They're going to know about it now. There it is. If they know about the SMD. Definitely a smart play by Mint, getting some intelligence. But artillery's landing on this section of an air grid thingamajig. Looks like it's a P-Gen farm. Ooh, I was a bomber landing next to 3 GCs. That's not fun. Nuke is inbound from Team 1. And almost the entire half of Team 2's eastern half is gone. Chicken running right through the base. Is there an SMD next to this nuke? Yes, there is. But there's a chicken inbound, 111,000 mass in climbing. And at this point, I do not think Team 2 has enough to be able to withstand the attack. The chicken is going to just rip the shielding apart, even if it doesn't need to take out the actual shield itself. There's the nuke. Gets hit by artillery anyways. Here comes the nuke killing off the air grid to the west. Kaboom! There goes that. That is pretty much everything for Team 2. Anything after this is just set dress. Oh, it's just icing on the cake. There goes Team 1's Team 2's player of Mint, killing off a chunk of the air grid, but that's not going to matter at this point. It really isn't. And there goes another nuke, and there goes the remainder of Team 2's team recalling. Team 1 wins the game. And I gotta, honestly, I think I gotta give it to Zwirerzek for MVP. He did such a good job of pushing on this eastern front. He just kept the pressure. I mean, he wiped out this entire eastern side. We did have that bomber play. That was really nice, killing off, this base at a bare minimum. And then the chicken came in and wiped all that out. Chicken came in, wiped out the nuke. It was just a great kind of just sweeping for Zwirerzek from the east to the west. So nice grab there. I think, again, like I said, I'm going to go MVP for him. Let me know down in the comments what you felt about the game overall. Thank you so much for watching to the very end of the video, and I will see all of you in the next one.